That link will be in the description, but we will be going over a lot that is it's just a shift that's happening. It's nothing bad. You got to think about how back in the early 2000s, right? The late 90s, um a lot of people thought the internet was not going to be the internet, you know. A lot of people were running away from it. A lot of people did not want to do it because it was a problem. Because I remember when I was younger, my household, um, we had the cable internet in a way where you had to unplug the phone and then plug it in the computer, and then that's how you would get internet. But um, after you do that, you have to unplug it to put it back in the phone so the phone will work, right? So let me know in the comments if you guys remember that. The AOL.com, the little messenger there and stuff like that. Yeah. But when you think about how evolution happens in a way like that, you got to know that what's happening right now is it's a big shift. Yeah, dial up. Thank you. Shalom, shalom, family. Um, if you guys are just down tuning in, make sure you like the video. Let me know where you tuning in from. Let me know what time it is where you guys are. It is about 6:22 a.m. where I am. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from and the time. But yeah, it's a shift that's happening. Point blank period. That's what I'm trying to get to. Um, it's a shift that's happening. And a stronger dollar, it really matters because when it's stronger outside of America, so just say I guess a currency that I'm used to is just say like T shillings, right? Um and just say $1, I want to say it's like 2,300, 2,700 T shillings. So when a dollar is strong in Tanzania, right, for the T shillings, that means that the local people is going to be struggling more because the dollar is strong, and most of the things, most of the trading is going to be in dollars. This is why, BRICS has been around for a decade or so because they want to trade in their own currency. But the problem with that is the US dollar, man. That US dollar is strong. That US dollar is everywhere. They did that pact in the petrodollar in like 1970s or something like that. Or I want to say 1940s, but the pact with oil and stuff like that, trading oil. And that's another point I want to bring up too. But yeah, the US dollar is traded everywhere. No matter if it's not, you still gonna have to go through some type of system. You gotta think about Visa, you gotta think about MasterCard, you gotta think about stuff like that, right? Like it's so ingrained and spread around the world where it's gonna be so hard to get rid of that. So for example, there's a documentary out. Is it The Grab? Man, I was watching it. Is it The Grab or I want to say the grab. It's on YouTube. Um, maybe it's not. I feel like it's not. Man, I'm gonna try to react to it one day. But basically, Russia and China was trading with each other because the U.S. Put sanctions on Russia, right? So um, the the Russian ruble, they they got their assets frozen, right? Even in Europe, with their banks and stuff, they froze the Russian assets, right? So the one thing that Russia did, they have a nice tight relationship with China, so they will go borrow money from China, right? They would get loans and stuff to keep up their economy. This is millions and billions of dollars that they need to keep up with their economy, right? So China will loan them money But at the end of the day, when they brought it back to Russia, they could not transfer the yuan into Russian rubies because the supply and the demand wasn't there. So little things like that, it breaks down to that because man, that US dollar is just circulating everywhere. This is why Trump is putting sanctions on, countries and stuff like that. Or I guess I could say the US is putting sanctions on countries and stuff because they know that that US dollar needs to be circulating. This is why a lot of countries is starting to step away from the US dollar because I want to say earlier this year, before the war was happening, Iran, their currency dropped like almost 100%. So it's little things like that where, man, if you step away from the dollar too soon, um, it's going to be some problems. It's going to be some problems. So yes, guys, thanks for tuning in. Shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings to you and your household. Make sure you like the video if you are just now tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Phoenix, Arizona, 7:22 p.m. Charlotte, North Carolina, 10 10:23 p.m. Oh, so that's the East Coast. So we're gonna have to switch that then, man. So I was just talking about what we're gonna do for like this new state of diaspora. So usually when we do state of the diaspora, we talk about like traveling, anti-corruption countries and stuff like that. Um, and things like that to help people know which countries are the best to move to, and get residency and stuff like that. But we're gonna switch it up. And dang, you guys remember that dance where it's like, whoa. um but we're gonna switch it up. And we're gonna actually do business. We're gonna help people know business and countries, which countries is the best to do business in, which countries is um, the easiest to do businesses, which countries make sense to do businesses, which country is going to allow you to have a low entry cost to do business in. You get what I'm saying? Because every country is not the same, especially when it comes here to the African continent. You can go to a country and you're gonna have to deposit 150,000, or you're gonna have to show that you have 150,000 if that's in, your home equity or something like that. If that's in the bank, if that's in, your portfolio when it comes to investing and stuff. But I know a lot of people don't feel comfortable with depositing 150,000 US dollars into a bank where, or yeah, into a country's bank where you just landed, and you only get 2 years, possibly 5 years. You get what I'm saying? Depending on the country. But this is what we're going to be breaking down and stuff like that, because a lot of people, they see the hype, they want to go to Africa. They hear this country is good, this country is good. Yeah, it might be good to visit, but when you really want to do some business, where you really want to be sustainable and live there long term, yeah, you're gonna have to choose the right country to, for sure. It gets down to residency too. So yes, yeah, shalom, shalom, family. Las Vegas. Thanks for tuning in. Do you like crypto prop firms? Um, yes and no. I know it's this one guy that I watch um from time to time. What is his Warbucks? That guy, Patrick something. But he lives trade every day like Nasdaq, and I know he has a crypto prop firm. But for me, I just trade live. I use my own money, not too much of it. So yeah, it's a shift that's happening too with trading, to be honest with me. So I'm trying to learn some options and get that portfolio going. So yeah, crypto. To be honest, guys, it might be time to start stacking up again. There's a lot of things that's changing. There is, I know earlier I was talking about, and if you guys are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you let me know where you guys are tuning in from and the time it is where you are. It is 6:31 a.m. where I am right now. We have some people from Las Vegas, Texas, Charlotte, Arizona, Phoenix. So greatly appreciate it, guys. Peace and blessings to you and your household. Um, but yeah, um, the oil. That's a big thing that's about to shock a lot of people. Man.